And welcome back. A jury in Austin, Texas has ordered conspiracy theorist Alex Jones to pay two Sandy Hook parents more than $4 million in damages for calling the 2012 massacre at Sandy Hook a hoax. Scarlett and Louis Neal Heslin sought $150 million for defamation and intentional infliction of emotional distress. There will be a separate trial in which punitive damages will be discussed too. Punitive damages are awarded when the court finds the defendant's behavior to be especially offensive. This is the first of three trials actually to determine how much he must pay Sandy Hook parents for spreading those lies. It's an interesting case. Our 9 News legal expert Whitney Traylor is here to talk about it. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Thanks.
Boy, there is a lot to this case. Let's start with the verdict. It was a short deliberation. $4 million. The parents had asked for $150 million.
Yep.
Are you surprised it wasn't more?
No, I'm not surprised that it wasn't more. And a lot of times the plaintiff will list the highest number that they're seeking, and so they don't necessarily expect it. But a $4 million verdict is significant. And so, here we're only talking about the compensatory damages. And so compensatory damages are to make them whole, to compensate them. And so that's what the jury said in terms of, pain and suffering and things like that. Now, the next phase, as you said in the lead-in, is the punitive damages, and that is to punish them. And so that can be significant. Now, generally, the courts will not allow on appeal more than 9 times the compensatory damages. So if it goes beyond, $35 million or something, then it'll probably be appealed. But that'll be a significant part of it, punitive damages.
There were lots of interesting little things to this trial. One of them was that he's been talking about declaring bankruptcy, right?
Right.
And how would that affect this case?
No, it's a great question, because bankruptcy is actually a legal technique that people use a lot of times, because what it does is it stays the litigation. So if you file for bankruptcy, all the cases against you stop. And Donald Trump years ago used to say, well, I've utilized the bankruptcy laws to my advantage, right? Saying that, oh, I'm not really poor, I just was using this. So anyway, the bankruptcy, he's filed for bankruptcy, but there was allegations that since 2021 and 2022, he's withdrawn $65 million. He's taken draws personally. His accountant testified. So there will be a fight in bankruptcy court whether or not this action is stopped while the bankruptcy. And I bet they'll fight it in bankruptcy court, and I suspect they would win and get it out of bankruptcy.
Pretty interesting. And of course, it's been making a lot of news. The other big part of this trial was apparently his attorneys accidentally sent his emails and texts to the prosecutors.
Which is really bizarre, and I saw that clip and I was watching his attorney, and I've seen other attorneys when I've been in trial, and he just was like this and kept sinking down, right? And so, that's a mistake. And the problem was, I don't know why Alex Jones' lawyers wouldn't have prepared him for that, knowing that they were going to impeach him with it, because he was on the stand, beating on the table, and completely got impeached. And so, our jury system is beautiful. We're one of the few countries in the world that has a jury system. And what happens is you as the jury get to assess credibility. So when you see this guy lie time after time after time, it's easy then for the lawyers to say, you can't believe anything he said.
Yeah.
And there may be a perjury charge, right? Because he was on the stand under oath and clearly lied.
Yeah, he said, there are no emails. And then they said, well, here they are.
And now the January 6th committee and this is how it goes, folks. When you do kind of wrong in the law, all these other things happen. If you try and get over on unemployment, here comes workers' comp and all these other people. Well, now he testified, he got caught. The January 6th committee now wants those text messages, and I suspect they will be able to get them under their subpoena powers.
Interesting. Yeah, and real quickly, the January 6th committee wants them because some of them had to do with, not all of them were Sandy Hook, some of them had to do with January 6th.
That's exactly right, which he was actually there as well. So he may have, 5 miles of bad road ahead of him.
Yeah, I guess so. Whitney Traylor, as always, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Yep.